Hello? Hello? Is it working? Hopefully it's working. Um, okay. Hold up. Let me just... I just need to do some stuff. Okay. Hopefully y'all can hear me. It's just a hopefully. Gonna sign into this. It's just a hopefully. Okay, y'all can hear me. Really, no one is even watching, so ahaha. Okay. Stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended. We don't do bitrate here. Oh, I just realized I didn't make a thumbnail for this stream. Why is my whole taskbar showing up on this monitor? That's not what I want. Okay. I'm just gonna unplug this real quick. That should absolutely do nothing. That should absolutely do nothing. That would not do anything. Hold up. Just gonna plug the HDMI. Cause the way my monitor typically works when I plug in my second one, because I'm on a laptop, is it doesn't show my full taskbar on my other monitor. It just shows what okay, there we go. That's not a there we go moment. But what can you do? Okay. The point is, what's up? We're going to finally be playing the Doki Doki Literature Club side stories. Now, you're probably asking, why did it take so long for this? Unless you're not asking that, then really, what could I do? The reason this took so long, this stream, doing side stories, is because I was gonna stream it like a day, like 2 days after I had done the stream finishing the game. Because my plan was to 100% the game. But in order to 100% the game, you need to do the side stories, which I wasn't really concerned with because I was going to do them on stream. What I'm concerned with right now is the fact that nothing is working. Okay, there we go. I was concerned with the fact that I needed one secret poem to actually 100% the game without doing the side stories. And it just would not show up. Like one playthrough, I just got the same 3 secret poems, which you can imagine was infuriating. Yeah, so same 3 poems, and then I had to yeah, that was that. And I just didn't try after that. Then I was gonna stream while I was gonna stream the next week. But I didn't really feel good that whole week, so you know, I wanted to prioritize me over DDLC, which I hope you can understand. You know, I don't want to and it wouldn't have been an entertaining stream, I imagine, because I just would have been completely dead inside for the whole thing. Which is not what you want. Because normally, I always sound like I'm dead inside, normally. You probably are or are not asking. Where am I? You see, I'm at my mom's apartment right now, and I live at my dad's. So typically, I um I have to take my stuff over, right? I forgot to bring my. I was gonna bring my Switch first of all, because I wanted to play Smash with my friends, because I haven't done that in a while. And I wanted to bring my. And I forgot to bring my camera. Normally I don't bring it, because I usually bring it when I plan a stream ahead. Uh, I didn't. I didn't do that. This was really a whim. So in order to solve that, you see, this is me right now. Yeah, this is me. Okay, it's just how do you? Okay, I just need to flip this over. Just need to flip. Okay, there we. Okay, there we go. Oh wait, no. Okay, there we go. This is me now. This is going to be me. The entire. This is going to be my reaction. Yeah, this is gonna be my reaction to everything. Not by choice. Not my Can I make myself extremely dragged out? Is that an option? I don't think I can. This is just me, okay? But it doesn't matter what I am, right? I say we get on to the game. It's updating. Oh my god. What? Why are you queued? Nothing else is updating. Okay. It's gonna take 13 seconds. 8, 5, 3. Finish updating. Let's play. Do I have auto detect on? Yeah, so my XSplit's doing a thing where it's on both monitors at the same time, but one side is sticking out just a little bit, and that is it. Hasn't done that since I played Amnesia, which was like 75 years ago. Okay. Oh. Yeah, my desktop is now Yuri. Do I have my headphones on the right? I do not have my headphones on the right way. Now I have my headphones on the right way. Because that would be, if they were on the incorrect way, that would be virtually unplayable. Why do I have this like this? Hold up. What is happening? What is happening? This is, you can't even see the you can't even see the issues I'm having because I didn't bring my camera. Alright, you know what we're gonna do? This okay. Basically, it was for an achievement. I had to make my desktop a different picture, and there were no flattering pictures besides I didn't have at the time. Yeah, I had to 100% the game yet because I haven't done it yet because these are all locked because I haven't done the side stories. I did the true ending, which was good. I had to look at all the what's wrong with my mouse? I had to look at all the secret poems. So I had to view this monstrosity. I hate this image. I hate this image so much. Ever since the game came out. I haven't been a fan since the game came out. Ever since I found out about the game, I've hated this image. And you don't know the heart attacks I had every single time the game would boot up. And then the game did boot up with this image. And I Yeah, I got... These are, side story things. And then I'm missing one secret poem. Got all the music. 71% data collection. What's wrong with my mouse, dude? Yeah. So we're gonna do side stories. There is no Markiplier in these side stories. There's absolutely no Markiplier. I'm pretty that I know of. I'm pretty sure it's just the girls bonding, and it's gonna be less horror gamey and more happy ending-y, I'm guessing. I don't know if there's some dark twist. I hope there's not a dark twist. Is there a picture I can change my desktop to? What if I change it? I don't want my desktop to be that. I would never boot up the game if I don't like it looking at that image. Let's do side stories. So I have no idea who's available in the game even. I don't know what I meant by that. My main man, Christian, is not here. So this is going to be a lot of talking to myself. Just like the Amnesia stream. I don't think I have the energy in me to do what I did during Amnesia stream. I just took a shower. So I just took a drink of water there. Okay. I have no idea how long these are. So we're just gonna do Trust, Part 1. Wow, this is a lot more cinematic than I thought it would be. Hold up, I'm gonna unplug my mic for something real quick. I'm back. I hope my voice does not devolve, but I bet it will. It's weird not having a camera by my side, because I'm used to that. I haven't read anything. I haven't spoken out loud in a while. So I just need to warm up the voice. Music. Again. Turn it a little like that. Okay. I think that's good, yeah. Okay, everyone. Literature Club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? Ugh. I miss Debate Club. When it would be so difficult to start a new club. I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica is the only member of the Literature Club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica immediately, I started reading immediately, and it just went to Markiplier. Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody's into literature enough to pick it over the other club interests. I recommend you put hot women on the flyer. People like women. Everybody likes women. I just can't rely on people liking literature. Need to sell them on a vision. A vision. Boobies. What kind of vision? Monica rests her head on the desk in deep in thought before she realizes the recent nights of staying up too late started to catch up to her. So quiet, the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. Monica dies. The end. Next side story. This is a horrible stream with just me in the corner. Like it's not even me. It's cause my camera is literally not here. Wait, hold up. I have an idea. I don't know if this will work. Wow. These are this is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. You're probably asking, or you're not, what am I doing? I'm asking myself the same question. Silence can dance. Any of you remember that one? Okay. Yeah, can I chroma key this? Oh, it has to be a specific color for me to chroma key? Why? Why specifically? Okay. I can't chroma key it. Okay. Could I change the color of it? Like, I think you see what I'm trying to do. Alright, you know what? It gets the point across, and I think that's the goal. To get the point across of what I'm trying to do. Can I? Oh yeah, that's convincing. Hello. Guys, it's the best girl. Suddenly a voice causes Monica to snap awake. The music's good, it's just loud. Suddenly a voice causes Monica to run away. Space Jam, New Legacy. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I never do this. Hey, is this the napping club? No, this is. Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is in fact the literature club. This is your mama. Yay, I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize, I do that all the time. Oh, did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody. Really, just you. Yes. But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you, that means I get to be vice president. Oh, wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? She's the only one. She's the only other one. Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm so sorry. What was your name? Sayori. Oh, my name is Markiplier, and welcome to... Well, you know. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really, really hard in this club. I know you caught me at... Bro, what are these notifications coming from? I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening to not be taken seriously, you know. I care so much about this. What unplugged? What unplugged? What is unplugging? My keyboard! Okay. What was happening? Oh no, I'm so sorry. I do care, I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I'd make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that. Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry, this isn't like a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few members at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, oh my god. What are with these I'm getting a lot of notifications on my phone. Not from anyone, from YouTube. So I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing and you should be proud of it, you know? Swim me up to turn something stressful into something fun. Okay, hold up. I'm in a position right now that would hurt my back a lot. So I just need to... I wish at my dad's house I have the PewDiePie chair. The one that can do this. And this chair cannot do this. So... If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... honestly, how can I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica, that's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Oh my god. My desk is working against me. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glanced at the flyer on her desk and realized that her name is already written on it. So what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. Like, join and I kill you. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like... I'm going to be dead honest. I thought that said, hey, do you like drugs? Oh, I thought this was about to take a whole different approach. I guess so. Sayori suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, then... Oh my god! My valve! My rotary oil fell. Rotary oil. I'm in band. Some people can just really use a hug sometime. Lord knows I could. I can't do the crying gag that I do, where I pour water all over my face. Because my camera isn't here. And I wouldn't do that anyways, I just took a shower. I don't want to get the shirt wet already. Besides, Sayori whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Aha! Hug energy! Monica laughs. Although Sayori isn't very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Lifted? These nuts are lifted. That wasn't funny. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. What's my volume at? That's good enough. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. I'm sorry that I keep pausing. Oh, it feels like everything is wrong. But I think it's just that my camera's not here. I'm used to being... It's just me. Visually talking. The day passes and the monarch as president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining. No, that can't be. She was so excited about yesterday. But I'm getting kind of worried. Suddenly Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late, I'm here. It's okay, welcome back. And Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet onto Monica's desk. Oh, what's this? Take my hand. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me when I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up, the more I can lend to you. If you trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. That's very beautiful, Sayori. Let me just put... Why? Why did it take out the noise suppression? XSplit's weird. Maybe I should switch to OBS. At least then I'll be able to be in 1080p. Because Lord knows I am not in 1080p. I'm not even 60 FPS. You have to pay. You have to pay to pay. Oh, I fixed it. I just needed to scale to 100 and then make it go full screen. Not that anyone cared. Yeah, you in XSplit you have to pay to be at what is it? You have to pay to be at 920 by 1080, 1080p, and to be 60 FPS. I can't even be 920 by 1080, by 1920 by 1280 for free. That's not what this stream's about. This is about the DDLC. Hey, this is really good. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again after a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Oh, my eye itches. You can't tell because, there's no camera. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that. Oh, you should have more confidence in yourself. I could like literally play this naked, and no one would care. No one would know. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to like set a good example or whatever. You know, I can envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? You know, like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Is she aware already? Is she already aware that or is no? Is she aware or is she just talking out of her ass? Because it feels like maybe, just maybe, she's aware. But you'd never know. I don't know what I'm trying to do. It's gone. Oh yeah, I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people, you know? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I'd love that. Oh geez, I'm getting distracted. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brain stormed so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. Ah, fun. My brain is a natural disaster. Sayori, that's terrible. Anyway, let's take a look at the list. So this says like eggs, bacon. Make cupcakes. I was hungry, but it's a good idea. What a coincidence that in the future, well, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes? Like when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the cupcakes on the flyers? I'm like kind of worried that we're bringing the wrong kinds of people, Wrong kinds. People just come to the cupcakes and then leave. Nobody would do that. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier. That would be mean. But I want to find people who are really into literature, even if they don't know it yet. And see, next thing on the list, hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like going around the school and finding people reading books, like in the morning or during lunch, and we tell them to check out the literature club. The problem with that is when most people are reading the books just doing it for an assignment or something. How would we know if they're just reading for fun? Well, we could ask them, but then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry. It's okay, Sayori. You're still best girl. I rave a lot about Yuri, but deep down, Sayori is best girl. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Your next idea is to hand out flyers rather than just put them on the wall. I definitely need to start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. But you're not. I just need to think, what would we tell people when handing them out? It's a literature club. I just don't want people to just be like, join the literature club. And that's exactly what you need to do. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What else would you say? Anything else you say would be a complete lie. I'm blanking on it, but you get what I mean. What if you told them about the club activities and stuff? Again, a complete lie. There are no club activities planned. What club? Exactly! I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, sorry, pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. Like a random person who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Probably like, literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck? Sorry, I was just making fun of a friend of mine. Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier and welcome to Five Nights at Freddy's in any horror game that you guys suggested in mass. I saw Yummy Mash played it and he said it was really, really good. Okay, what if I said that we do two groups reading and discussing together? That sounds horrible. I absolutely hate it in school when they make us do book club. I don't have a problem with book club, but I hate it when they make us discuss it with other people. Like, why would I need to discuss it with you? I read the book. And then when they make y'all read the same amount of chapters, I read the same stuff you did. We don't need to discuss this. I'd probably nap through that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyways. Exactly. Sayori is the audience surrogate right now. We need to really catch their interest. I'm just saying, put boobies on the flyers. People love boobies. Everyone loves boobies. Name one person who doesn't love boobies. Ugh, this sucks. Why is this so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Express yourself in ways that you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, It's like intimate. Yep. How do we get that across to people? Sex. We could be like, express your true self. Be intimate. This is... How is everything that I'm saying is going into the game? Exactly. Oh my gosh, what is it? I forgot all my things in my classroom. Must have gotten too excited and rushed here, silly me. Rushed, but weren't. Oh, never mind. Do you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget it if I don't do it now. Well, I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica decides to start jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. I'm in a game. No. Write your heart out. No. Right into your heart. Right the way into your heart. Hell yeah, you can't tell, but I'm nodding. Join the literature club. Right the way to your heart. Wow, that's lame. That's... Jesus Christ, I just hit my mic stand away from me. That's not lame, Monica. It's not lame. Monica, you startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. I'm deciding whether or not I should awooga or not. Reading a book? Let's hurry and recruit her. Oh, if it's the person I'm thinking of, I'm going to awooga. Wait, are you sure she's not just doing homework? I could tell she was really into it. And no, okay. If you actually do homework after school, you're kind of a loser. Like, every day. Like, every day you do homework after school. You're kind of a nerd, aren't you? I literally half the homework I do is at school. Like, I'm like rushing it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Hold up. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be right back, actually. I just realized I forgot to do something after I took a shower. So, just enjoy me, totally speaking. Back. I hope nobody left. Yeah, sorry. I just had to I had to do something. The way I'm describing what I had to do made it sound like I just busted. I swear I did not. I did not bust. I did not crank one out. I would never do that. I would do it before. I would do it before, not during. Probably should have done it before. Because, again, I just threatened to awooga. Monica grabs one of her flyers. Oh, fuck. I just hit my mic. I wonder what that sounded like. Monica grabs... Then the two depart the classroom, with Sayori leading the way. This way. You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to whisper, "See in here." Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intensely reading a book. Listen, if it's who I think it is, I'm going to awooga. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president? And I'd probably scare her anyway. Okay, fine, I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath and timidly enters the classroom. That was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Lying to the classroom and she didn't even look up from her book, so I kind of just left the flyer on her desk and then walked out. That's kind of cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we? Are these interconnected? Is like this the Yuri and Monica one gonna lesbian scene? Oh, I hope. I didn't even read that. Sayori feeling rather accomplished, and Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. My mic that way. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resume their strategy meeting. They discuss various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list, and with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori appears with the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. Right the way to your heart. That's so cute. I thought it was a little over dramatic. But Sayori pauses, thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It's like yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go, and it's like I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we had such an opportunity to make it exactly how we envision it, but it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of deviating from that. The vision. What's the vision? I was gonna make a really stupid joke. It's Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to. Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her teeth against a sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think what you're trying to do is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself the best. What is happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Monkey! I just want to say thank you to that one viewer. I don't know if you're the same one from the previous DDLC streams, or if you're even a real person. Because it might just be me. Occasionally checking in. I don't know. Thank you. Even though you're not chatting, I'm still streaming for someone. You know, and that's what counts. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course, and I just completely got out of my correcting posture pose. But I'm here to help you. Monica returns a smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Hey, that's what Sayori said! Sayori nods and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner. And the only movement is the afternoon sunlight trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home? You tell me, you're the president! Ahaha. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go ahead, I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's alright, I just want some alone time. In that case, Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck! Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way into the club room. Although she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right now. The club I need the most. I don't get it. I just want to start collecting more passion. Something that I can use to help other people happiness. Literature is the key to that. Because it's the window of the real person inside of us. Underneath the person is forced to arrive, did I just say forced to arrive? I'm still going through puberty. I got cum on the mind. The person who's forced to be perfect. Monica. Is this where it happens? Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? Hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower A feeling of joy as a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, so pretty in my hair. The other day I plucked some flowers as though they just grew, as though they grew just for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me. All for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, pluck, pluck every day. Pluck, 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 so pretty in my hair. Pluck, 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 you're going to die, and you too. Beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends? Dread it, run from it. I look in every direction. In the field I stand in, the prosperous field, it's a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy. That is why I've decided I must become the flower. What the? Wait, Sayori? You can't do this to me. I got a mail from Paula Minor. Yeah, let's just email sometimes. Part 2, baby. I got new music. What's the new music? Peachy Pie? I got new pictures. Woo! Yeah, baby! It's the new renders. That means I can have hot Yuri. I can have hot Yuri. Hmm? Aris wants a ladybug. Yeah, I'll read that on my own time. Softly lit by the morning sun. When did that show up? I don't remember that showing up. Part 2. Another day passes in a flash, and it's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club task, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poems. Oh, now you're worried. Oh, during the game, it's all, you really left her hanging this morning, but now it's all, oh my god! That really hurt my throat doing that voice. Oh my god. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Saying I was going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her come for me instead of going the other way around. I added a word. What kind of a club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask her about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile, but upon seeing the downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica, is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. What are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sayori responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want... No! But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday, it was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy, so if you do this, you're just being selfish. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. What's this about a paradox? It's understanding that Sayori isn't ready to share certain things.
But as unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it's also painful for Monica to force herself or ignore the needs of her friend. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for God, that scared me. You would have at least checked this. You needed to check if it was mine. Yeah, Monica takes a deep breath. Okay, I understand that you don't want me to worry, and I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you what? Monica pauses to collect her feelings. This is the literature club. And this is me adjusting my headphone length. It's a place where people can express themselves in ways that life. Okay, listen. Okay, as I said, I just took a shower. I didn't. Like as soon as I got out of the shower and I dried myself, I literally started the stream. Um, I got my fan pointing towards me like I usually do. I need a fan on me or some type of air conditioning on me constantly because I overheat very quickly. Um, and I have my hair is not it's not long per se. It's longer than it used to be. If you go back and check my old videos, you can see it's definitely longer than it used to be. Like when I get a haircut, that's the length of what my hair used to be. Um, and it just got finished being wet. There's air blowing at it, so it's all on my face. Yeah, it's and it's not like all on my eyes. It's not it's not that. It's just I can feel it all on my forehead, and it creates like a sensation, and not a very good one. But it's not a bad one either. It's like I'm sure I wouldn't mind it if I wasn't trying to do something. But you know what I'm talking about. And then I look up and it's like all there. Uh, that's just how it is. Hey, did I read this? It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Write the way into your heart or whatever. So I just want you to promise me that you'll remember that too. It doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. Uh, uh, okay. Okay, I'm just. Screw it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I'll promise you, if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. But behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, you want to teach me about poetry? But what about recruitment? It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. Right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I can say no to that. Just don't expect much. I do a lot of writing when it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. You know, as repetitive and dumb they were, I really am missing the Markiplier, FNAF, and Freddy's jokes. I miss introducing myself every single time someone said my name. It's fine. I think I just need like some motivation. I'll never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't so bad. You just kind of need to write your feelings down and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kind of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. So you can get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you can find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I always get so caught up in how it sounds that I forget about what's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing. Stop being a perfectionist, you idiot. Ahaha, I'm just kidding. Ahaha. Monica scribbles out "you idiot" after she writes it down. No, keep it! Oh, I'm really glad the camera. I don't have my camera. Well, why? Are you calling me an idiot? Yes. Of course not. But the point is that you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. Ahaha, but I was just... Well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica re-rates "you idiot." She stares at the paper. Her words stare at her back. It's kind of funny how I wrote down what I'm mad at myself for, and I did that exact thing anyway. I don't feel like I read that right. And then I did that exact thing anyway. It doesn't feel like time's real. It's getting... What? This is... I don't think I'm okay. I think I need to drink more water. This is really going to take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks, I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Monica continues the What? It's surprisingly quite... What's happening to me? Where is my reading ability go? Where... That was not a sentence. What's happening? What is happening to me? Where's my reading ability going? Surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking it. Why was that confusing to me earlier? But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Phew! Monica looks up and down at her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something that I'll enjoy doing with you. Sayori beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay, let's do it. Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club, not simply from their recruitment planning, but from their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they began to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one to the club room. With her is a printout of the revised literature club flyer, complete with all the new ideas that Monica and Sayori came up with. If only this was the flyer that we gave to the one being the girl. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is the one they can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori got taught that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meetings when she performed the writing exercise. Why is there a little blue circle appearing on my mouse? Nothing is loading. Nothing should be loading. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? I don't know, probably. Oh, why is that open on that side? How am I supposed to be president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form. With that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. Debate club was always about rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints, and delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself. For real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip of the pen firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move, and the ink flows down into a dark puddle. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. I knew it. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she. This is not a bit. This is not a bit. This is not a bit. I am not joking. What is happening to me? As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Ugh! Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her pen. We're barely an hour into this. Letting the ink collect, she creates a second smear in her paper. Come on, Monica. Come on, Ika. Move your hand. Monica writes, "This is what I get for seeking perfection." A stain. Stain these nuts! Oh! Just then, Markiplier walks in. Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome to Fortnite Battle Royale. Monica slides the paper away from her. I don't know what's happening. I'm not kidding anymore. I don't know what's happening. Where's Sayori? She speaks more simply. She speaks more simple. She doesn't use big words like Monica does. It's I would say it's too early, but it's almost 3. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sayori approach her desk and stops for a second, probably reading the piece of paper. Then she sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Mm-hmm. Me too. You too? The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard on the club, but also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayori takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down and stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sayori, this is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like a million times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. There's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday. I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you more than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually push the Sayori that needed? Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. As she prepares herself to continue, Monica waits in gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts that I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. She said if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me thinks I just felt like it would be different this time. Whatever we talk about the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence and our friendship doesn't have to change. Ahaha. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me. Monaco feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sayori's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. You're so strong and brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy. If you'd like. Oh, that's nice. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her head on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enhanced by the air of the club, Monica realizes that of all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. Hey, you're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say the things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me. And I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away. They're not making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now. So she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows Sayori said it herself. The thought of Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong. And Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value, to me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here is the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what you brought here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayori doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed between them. The two share their embrace for a while longer. Monica letting Sayori take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayori lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me. But any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. My eye itches. Oh, there's an eyelash in my eye now. I'm gonna be here a while. Oh yeah, it's in there. God, of all the times for this to happen. It's gone. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sayori nods. It's scary. Since it's already so hard to tell people, yeah. Well, of course, it'll always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sayori suddenly yawns and stretches. And hungry. Ahaha! Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles, but I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway, then stops. A face peeks inside. Listen, if this is who I think it is, I am constantly ready to awooga. A face that seems familiar. Listen, I'm constantly ready to awooga. If this is who I think it is, well, I'm awooging. That's just... No, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. No. New scene. This is okay. There's 5 more than 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe it's like getting all the. I don't know. Listen, I'm just context clues. The club. Oh, a face that seems familiar. Awooga! That was more violent than I wanted it to be. That was way more violent than I wanted it to be. Oh my god. I have never. I don't think I've ever made a sound effect that violent. Sayori's eyes widen, recognizing the girl. She very conspicuously mouths to Monica. It's her! It's the girl! It's true. The girl, standing in the doorway, is none other than the girl Sayori had come across reading in the classroom. Thanks to Monica leaving a flyer on her desk, it seems like she's found her way to the club. And I'm glad. Are you here for the literature club by any chance? Am I in the wrong place? No, you're not. This is the literature club. Please come inside. The girl fully steps in the door, but continues standing against the wall, avoiding eye contact. Sayori continues to fail, containing her excitement. It's happening. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for coming. Sorry it's a little empty. I'm Monica, and this is Sayori. We run the literature club, even though it's just us so far, but... What's your name, by the way? I'd like to join your club. Nice to meet you. I'd like to join your club. Already? Wait, really? Are you sure? I should be good enough. Ahaha, everyone is welcome. You don't have to be good enough. Oh. Do you want to have a seat? We'd love to get to know you. Did she even say her name? No. She did not. She, in fact, did not. The girl nods, sliding over to a nearby desk and gently sitting down. So what's your name? Yuri. I'm Sayori. And this is Monica. See you already. Nice to meet you. Like books? I don't know why that was funny to me. You're like Monica. Fantasy is cool. Yeah, I fantasize about finding love. Have you heard of Annabelle DuPont? No. I can't say I have. Oh, well, she's my favorite author. I'm on her 5th book, and it's just... Yuri grins and presses her knuckles against her cheek in joy. You can borrow my books, I wouldn't mind. You're really in for an incredible experience. Monica stammers, completely caught off guard by Yuri taking control of the conversation. She glances sideways at Sayori, silently asking for help. I'd love to. It sounds like you're really into them, so they must be great. I'm so happy I found this club. Oh, I'm so stupid. I left all my books in my locker. I should have brought them. Yuri quickly stands up. I'll be right back. I'll go get them for you. You're probably only to bring one for now. Sayori nervously says that, noting to herself the considerable healthiness of the book that Yuri set down on her desk. True. Okay, I'll go get the first one then. Yuri exits the club room in a flash, leaving Monica and Sayori silently exchanging glances. Oh my god, I wasn't prepared for this. How do I handle someone so intense? I have no experience of fantasy except maybe stuff that when I read when I was a kid, but probably like a joke compared to what she's into. Listen, all you gotta say is fantasy. Dragons. How to train your dragon. Am I right? Am I right? Put a W in the chat if I'm right. I'm sure it'll be fine. In fact, I think it's neat. We have different people who are into different kinds of literature. It'll be fun to learn from each other. Yeah, fantasy novels, manga, dojins, 177013. What if this is her only interest? Doesn't it kind of seem like that? Hey, Monica, back off. Monica, don't you think you should be more optimistic? We have a new club member. There shouldn't be room for anything but being happy. I'm excited to get to know her more, aren't you? Yeah, I guess you're right. Aside from being so hasty, I just got really anxious all of a sudden. It's because you're afraid of not being able to take the lead. Ah ha ha, what the heck? It's kind of serious. You can point things out like that, Sayori. I just like learning what makes people happy or sad. So tired. Yep. Hey, you know what? You'd probably be great at helping Yuri feel comfortable here. Maybe you could take a break from helping with the administrative stuff and just focus on spending time with her. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Besides, okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not feeling this one as hard as the last one. It's because the main game, Yuri, well, she wasn't really shy. It's obvious that it took a little, like when she was around, when you were talking to her and the other girls were around. It's obvious she was comfortable, like being there, right? Like, even though you were new, she had people she was familiar with, so she was comfortable. Because that's how I am. When it's just with you, it's obvious. It took a little while for y'all to get used to each other. Because y'all don't know each other, and she doesn't know whether she can trust you or not. But in this side story, it's really making her seem like she's just a little shy at first. You gotta break the ice. It was, and that's fine. But it was almost immediate. Like maybe like a little stammering, or like maybe she like is only nodding at first. I don't know. This is just how I feel. I'm probably gonna need a little time I can get. She taps her finger against the dauntingly chunky Chungus book. I did not just say streams over. Yuri's left sitting on the desk. Right afterwards, the door opens to reveal Yuri's return. I'm back. Her breath is slightly heavy, which combined with her short time gone, indicates she may have at least ran. She may have. Why was that sentence so confusing to me? She makes her way back over to Sayori and sets the book down on her desk. Just as Sayori feared, the book Yuri brought for her is just about equal in size to the one Yuri already on your. Well, there are probably a few things you should know before getting started on. There are some things that are more explained in other books that take place in the same universe, so going over those would be very good to keep you from getting confused at the start. Sayori nervously interjects. Well, I was thinking that maybe today we could just get to know each other a little bit more. I think like we're gonna be reading together, and I would like that. From across the room, Monica smiles and nods to Sayori while Yuri isn't looking. Oh, okay. Yuri sits down and looks at her book and glances at the room, showing no indication that she has anything more to add. So, what made you decide you wanted to join the club? Well, I like reading, so I was immediately interested. I had no idea that someone was starting a literature club. That's my fault, since I haven't been paying attention to any of the club recruitment advertisements. I found out because Yuri glances at Monica. Monica came into my classroom and put the flyer on my desk. Suddenly, Yuri's face darkens and she shakes her head at herself. I was so stupid. I got too nervous. I couldn't even look up, so she just walked out. It took me several days just to come here because I was afraid that Monica told everyone how inconsiderate I was, but I decided that was probably irrational. Wait, no, that was totally my fault. I felt so bad about interrupting you that I just walked out. I was actually really hoping that you would come by. Yuri exhales. What is happening? I always seem to interpret things as the worst possible scenario. Well, I was really nervous to come here for some other reasons too, such as there being too many people. Not that I mind that much, but I have a really hard time having to meet a large number of new people at once. So it's actually amazing that it's just the two of you. I definitely came at the right time. Oh, that makes us happy. That makes me happy. I'm proud of you for working up the courage to come. Yuri smiles warmly to herself. I never really had the privilege of sharing my interests with others before. So hard to find others who are into the same things I am, except online. So I thought the literature club would provide a chance for me to do that. What kinds of other things are you into? Like genres? I don't know, just anything, even if it's not literature. Oh, ah ha ha. Just things you would think are dumb. I don't know what a knife sound effect is. What the heck is a knife sound effect? I'm so confused on that. That's a knife sound. Sari pauses and looks a look of concern on her face. How about I'll tell you something I'm into, and then you can tell me something you're into. I suppose that would be okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty into like crafty things, like making cute little collages or decorating things like cars or jewelry boxes. My room's always cluttered with random stuff because I keep buying things to make gifts for my friends, but then I put it off to the last minute. So yeah, that's something kind of silly that I'm into. You sound quite creative. Not that much. It's just that you'd be surprised how much you can do with scissors and glue and stuff. So I have to share something that I'm into now? Right? Sarah nods. Well, I guess I'm into nature. I love nature. Monica, I'm gonna start a nature club. No, you're not. You're stuck here with me for now. For me now. You're stuck here with me now. Am not. Oh yeah? Well, I hereby appoint you as vice president of the literature club. There, now you're stuck with me. Hey, don't give me responsibilities. Oh, I'm sorry, Yuri. I interrupted you. Go ahead. It's fine. Yuri pauses, feeling awkward after having gotten cut off. I like going into the woods or to the park. Just places where you can walk or sit and not have any people around. Just nice to kind of remove myself from everything that matters and let my racing mind operate autonomously for a while. When do you like to do that? Just depends on my mood. After school, on the weekends, whenever I feel like I need it. Wow, I feel like I would never have the time to do something like that. I find that we have a lot more time than we think we do if you don't let it slip through your fingers. Ah ha 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 ha. Memento mori. The three continue their conversation, led primarily by Sayori, but with Monica chiming in every now and then as well. Monica handed her leave it to Sayori and focused on her work, but she found it difficult not to join in. Before they knew it, the end of the day was upon them once more. So are you two going to be starting on that book, that next club meeting? That's the plan! I'm so excited! Sayori beams. Yuri collects her things. Once packed, Yuri wordlessly waves to Sayori and Monica with a gentle smile. Bye! As Yuri exits, Sayori enthusiastically returns her farewell. Wait, did Yuri say? Oh. Once again, you say, I didn't think I'd do anything. Still, besides, it really lifted my mood. It feels really nice when I can put my energy towards other people like that. She was really excited to be included, it made me happy. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that she'll have a great time here with you engaging her. How are you feeling about starting the book with her next meeting? I'm kind of scared, but I think she'll be happy as long as I'm trying my best. I think you'll do great. After the surprise of a new club member, it seems like that everyone has their spirits lifted with something new to look forward to. End of part 1. No, another school day ends. Expecting to be the last one to arrive. I don't know what's up with me on the Leons. As she opens the door, she's surprised to find only Sayori in the club room. Monica's dead. Oh, my water bottle fell. It's club time again, baby! This one's on me. Monica went to the computer lab, so it's just us today. Is that okay? Sayori... No! Yuri silently nods, unable to make eye contact. I'm sorry about yesterday. Sayori tilts her head, unsure of exactly what Yuri's talking about. Well, I mean, the way I got overly excited to share my books, and how you had to stop me so we could talk first. It was so inconsiderate of me. I got too excited and forgot to think about everyone else in the club, so... Yuri, you didn't do anything wrong. I thought it was cute how excited you were. I think I changed my mind about the book. We don't have to read it. Why? Because I thought you were just humoring me anyway. In retrospect, it's rather obvious that nobody was truly interested. But if you like it so much, then it must be worth sharing. I already decided I'll join the club, so you don't have to try so hard to entice me. That's not what I was doing. A moment of uncomfortable silence stretches between the two of them. Well, the thing is, we don't even have any club activities yet. I mean, Monica and I have just been working on recruitment stuff mostly, so it just sounded like something fun that we could do together. Reading your books, like as a club activity. That'd be okay, right? Why am I being so resistant to this anyway? It's exactly what I wanted in the first place, and you're being so nice about it. I really don't know what's wrong with me. I'm sorry for feeling it. Just tell me if there's anything I can do to help you feel more comfortable in here. Oh my god, what's wrong with me? I think it's I'm tired. Because I woke up at 2 a.m. today. And it's been 13 hours since. Which normally isn't a long time since, I've been awake since in school, 6 a.m. and then I fall asleep at like 8 p.m. So normally that's not a lot, but when you don't have anything to keep you awake like that, this is the only thing that's keeping me awake. It's good that I'm doing this, because I would have been asleep by now already then. And I just would have woken up at a bad time. Like the whole week went by in a blur, because I was just sleeping. I want to get my hours back. Sayori pulls her head against what? Sayori pulls her desk up against Yuri's and sits next to her. The book in question is already on Yuri's desk. Peering over, Sayori reads a cover book. Dusk Bell. One of the Everlast Saga. Ahaha, it's Dusk Bell by Annabelle. Ahaha! Sorry, I'm ready now. Alright, I should probably get some paper. Yuri grabs a spiral notebook of hers and tears out a few sheets of paper. Like I mean paper. Oh, it's useful to draw things out like maps, timelines, family trees, or just for taking notes. Notes? Yes. Yes, that's an effective strategy, Yuri. I happen to agree with you there. Exactly. I'm sure it will be especially useful for someone new to the genre. Sayori's joke flew completely over Yuri's head. But thinking about it, she decides that it's probably for the best that it did. There was a joke? Was the joke that she didn't expect the notes? Well, I'm not used to having company through this, but I'll try to help make it as accessible as possible. I trust you. You're like super smart. Oh, please. Yuri tries to dismiss the compliment, but she can't hide her smile and light blush. Can't generalize intelligence. I'm only smart in things I have a lot of experience with. Contrarily, I'm awful at anything involving real people. That should be evident from the 2 days I've spent here so far. So in my eyes, it's everyone else who comes off as smart. Especially you. No! Sayori rubs her shoulder against Yuri's. You're such a sweetheart, but you're not being shy. Anyway, would you like to get started? Okay. After the minor diversion between them, the two get back on track with their planned club activity. Yuri begins to guide Sayori to the basis of the fantasy world her story takes place in. The more of it she details, the races, the factions, history, elements of magic, the more questions Sayori seems to have. Okay, this is sort of a joke, this is also sort of a genuine question. Wouldn't there be racism? Like, oh, you're an elf. I was gonna say a racial slur, but Twitter.com. But despite Sayori's expectations, Yuri eloquently guides her through it in a way such that it's fun to follow along. It becomes evident that the world-building aspect of the story, not just the story itself, is the way. How do people come up with this stuff? I don't know what I was gonna say. All words left my brain. It's like the exact opposite of the kind of writing that I do. What kind of writing? Oh, like poetry and stuff like that. The things I write are just like putting down the things that come to my head, you know? Why did... Okay. I went from Markiplier to fucking... the fucking Cholo. I didn't read that. But this is like... There must be so much planning and hard work. You're into poetry? I think there's an appendix that includes some of the kingdom's written works, like poetry and folk songs. No way! Ahaha! Your giggles filling I just spit everywhere. Filling Sayori's heart with happiness when she realizes the first time she's heard Yuri's laugh. It means Yuri must be having fun. Anyway, I think we can get started reading now if you're ready. Okay, but I can't read very fast. Oh, that's fine. I'm very patient. Patience is something I pride myself in. I see. Notes. Hey, it's for the book. I'm just kidding. But I'm kind of glad you're patient because I need that sometimes. A lot of times. Sayori flips through the first pages of the book getting past the table of contents. Okay, chapter 1. The room becomes silent as the two of them begin to read. But the silence only lasts for a moment before Sayori speaks up again. What does vindicated mean? Oh, you know. Hey Siri, what does vindicated mean?
Vindicate means clear someone of blame or suspicion.
Oh, in this context, it essentially means that he was proven innocent. Siri told me. Siri told me. Siri, Yuri. Ha ha ha. I hate myself. It's okay to ask questions, right? Of course. Sarah turns the page. Where do babies come from? Are these footnotes? A lot of the dialogue has cultural references that require explanation to be understood. What? Cultural references? What? What? The two continue reading. Yuri's relaxed expressions remains unchanged. Meanwhile, Sayori's expression grows tense as she tries to make her way through the dense text. Up until now, the expressions have been reversed, with Sayori easily navigating social situations and Yuri struggling in them. But the tables have turned. Wait, are they talking about the past right now or the present? Where? Right here. They're talking about the past. This paragraph is describing a flashback that Barnaz is having. But they didn't tell me that. It's implied from the context. Sayori rubs her temples. A lot of dumb jokes that are going to my head. I'm really thinking about drinking this rotary oil. This is rotary oil for my trombone to lube up the trigger. I'm gonna go on a rant. The thing that the rotary oil actually squeezes out of it looks like a nipple. If they don't want me to drink it, why would they make it look like a nipple? You're baiting me. This is mommy milker baiting. That's what this is. The two of them continue with Sayori asking fewer questions. She begins to understand the value in the notes as she finds herself referring to them somewhat often and even adding to them. But a reduction in questions comes not from her getting used to the reading, but rather from her feeling that she'll come across as stupid. At last, Sayori reaches the end of the chapter. I think we can stop here for now. Okay. Sarah takes a deep breath and closes what little of the book she's gone through so far. So what are your thoughts at this point? Sarah tries to find words. Am I doing well so far? No. It takes long. I mean, I really understand things, making me feel like dumb, but I really like how into it you get. It makes me want to keep going and to keep doing my best so I can see it the way you do. The relaxation in Yuri's expression fades. I see. Yuri quietly gathers her things. We can continue tomorrow, right? Yuri pauses and shakes her head. We can do something else tomorrow. But, I'm sorry. Wait, sorry for what? I don't understand. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this anymore, that's all. I'm sorry that I made you. Yuri leaves. You weren't making me. Yuri is left alone with her words. How did this happen? We were just having fun just a second ago. It's my fault. I said something stupid and hurt her. I should have just told her that I enjoyed it. Monica trusted me with this. It's the only thing I'm good at, and I'm still messing up. What if she doesn't want to come back? Drowned in guilt, Sayori stares blankly at her desk, read with her notes. The book sits next to them. Right. If she wasn't coming back, then she wouldn't have left the book here, right? Unless she just forgot to take it with her. Oh, this is horrible. Was it really because she thought I was enjoying our time together? Or maybe she was enjoying our time together because I'm not good enough? I probably let her down by having so much trouble following along. Yeah, I'm sure if I was smarter, she would be having so much more fun. I need to do better for her. No, I got mail. Paula Minor. I know. 2019. You're about 2 years too early. More music. Pictures. This area is nice. I like this area. Awooga. This area preferably. This area. This is good too. This area right here, right, especially these. Oh, these. This whole area. Side stories. Understanding. Do we get it? Yeah, we do. Motherfucker. For the first time, Sayori is the first to enter the club room. Anxiety courses through her relentlessly. Will Yuri show up today? I wonder. Sitting at a desk, she stamps her feet in an attempt to calm down. Why am I letting this affect me so much? I'm doing everything I can to make you happy, but my best wasn't good enough. But it was still my best, but I'm letting everyone down. I'm always just a disappointment. Sayori continues to wrestle with her self-deprecating thoughts. Every tiny noise causes her to lift her head in anticipation of Yuri's arrival. Minutes pass and nobody enters the club room. No Yuri or Monica. Gosh, I'm so late. Why did I offer to help those other students with their work? I'm such a pushover sometimes. It's going to leave such a bad impression on new members like Yuri if I'm not the first one there. Monica rounds the corner approaching the club room. As she does so... Yuri? Yuri jumps at the sound of Monica's voice. She's sitting outside the club room against the wall next to the door. Embarrassed, she quickly closes the book she was reading and stands up. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry I'm late. You didn't have to wait outside for me. The door of the club room is open. It's not. Yuri stammers, unable to explain herself. She peers inside the club room through the window, then looks away. Actually, I was just wondering if I could help you today instead. Oh, you don't gotta do my girl Sayori like that. Me? With club publicity stuff? Yes. Monica is utterly confused. Why is Yuri asking this all of a sudden, when she was so eager to spend time with Sayori before? Did they not get along after all? Monica looks in the club room to see Sayori sitting alone inside. Okay, it's kind of a simple job, but I'd be happy for you to tag along. Me too. Monica is worried, but she finds it difficult to insert herself into whatever conflict that may have arisen. That's a little ironic, she realizes. That she could have been so conflict avoidant after having been in the debate club. Okay, let's take a walk together. I just have to make copies of this new flyer. They go around to the billboards and replace the old ones with the new ones. Yuri nods and the two set off. Two walk in silence. Without Sayori, Monica finds it quite difficult to strike up a conversation. So, how's everything been going? Fine. That's good. That's about the level of conversation I can do with new people. You know, if I had a friend, I'd just be like, boobs. I did a visual gag, but no camera. Monica tenses up at the stinted conversation. I'd like to say or do it. Doing your mouth. Sorry I didn't see you yesterday. I went straight to the computer lab to work on the flyers. Sayori told me. What did you two end up doing yesterday? Just some reading. Oh, I'm glad it's starting to feel like more like a literature club now. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I felt so intimidated at first when I heard about the kind of reading you were into. But you know, it's kind of stupid of me because I'm just intimidated by I'm just intimidated by things I'm not good at. And it's silly to assume that everyone who comes to the club will just have the same interests as me. But it's so cool that you were able to get Sayori into it. It's like the club is working. I'm really happy about that. She's not into it. Huh? She's not into it, and I'm stupid for forcing it onto her. Yuri falls silent again as she's starting her thoughts, but can't figure out how to continue it. Did something happen? Yuri sighs. No, it's just me. Yuri pauses. I'm thinking. A moment passes in silence, and Yuri shakes her head. I shouldn't be complaining to you all of a sudden. Don't be silly. I won't think you're complaining. I just want to make sure you feel welcome. If it's important to that, then you can tell me anything. Well, I do feel welcome. Too welcome, I guess. It's not an issue with the club, it's just an issue with me. So I feel wrong and inconvenienced you with it. Monica pauses and thinks. Well, what do we put it this way? It's my job as president to understand the needs of club members, right? We're going to have all kinds of people joining this club, hopefully. Anyways, and learning about the diverse needs and interests of everyone will help me come up with the club activities that everyone can be happy with. That everyone can be happy with? Not just only some people? Of course! I need to be looking out for everyone. Otherwise, what kind of club would it be? I see. Yuri looks a little more relaxed. It signals to Monica that switching from a sympathetic approach to a pragmatic one was a good choice. Each individual truly does have their own needs. Okay. Yuri takes a deep breath. I'm a really weird and awkward person. I've accepted that much about myself. Oh my god, same! Am I what they call down bad? I just don't know how to, I guess, connect with other people. Okay, I've been memeing. Not really. I haven't. When I related to Yuri in this stream, it's kind of a meme. But we're on this. I literally. How is it so easy for everyone else? How do you just make conversation about any arbitrary topic? Listen, it's match made in heaven. I can talk for hours about the things that I'm into, unfortunately so much that I don't know when to stop. But for anything else, I just have no idea what to say. So I understand that about myself. I'm not just good with people. I'm just not good with people. I can't help it. So it feels like whenever I'm confronted with a new social situation, I'm either ignored or made fun of or taken pity on. Oh, Lord knows that's true. And Sori falls in that third category. What? Hold on, you're saying that Sori is taking pity on you? Yuri nods. I just want to be treated like a normal person. If you don't like me, you don't connect with my interests, then just tell me. I can accept that and move on. Sori is too nice to me. I'm so stupid for not realizing that she would just go along with whatever I pushed onto her. Nobody deserves to put themselves through that kind of discomfort just because they pity some weirdo who doesn't know how to make friends. It's the worst feeling. I hate it. Yuri's sharp words cut through the tense air. Somewhere in the middle of the conversation, the two stop short in the hallway, prioritizing the conversation over their original task. Monica looks at Yuri. Yuri looks down with her fist clenched. I think you should tell her that. I could never say that to someone's face. It's pathetic. Sayori is different. Making people happy is the most important thing to her. I'm sure that's all she's trying to do. So if you're able to explain to her what makes you happy, then she'll do anything to make it happen. That's the problem. What kind of a friendship is one person always trying to cater to the other person's weird needs? I'm sorry I'm making myself sound so... No, I think I'm starting to understand. Monica hesitates to finish her thought out loud. It's something that Sayori would be able to say better. Sayori is someone who will give anyone however much kindness they need in order to smile. But Yuri, who has difficulty accepting kindness, has been driving Sayori to be even more assertive in her kindness. Further the matter. Neither person is to blame, but it's an issue that can't be resolved without them understanding each other better. Sayori wants to be your friend, I promise that. It's okay for different people to have different needs. I mean, Sayori, she has her own needs too. But good friends work together and can be what they need for each other. We just have to have good communication and talk about it. I don't have good communication. Yuri stops and shakes her head. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My head is just, it's so resistant to everything. I'm pushing such a kind person away from me because of it. Yuri pauses to think. I'm so tired of this cycle I'm creating for myself. I think I'm so afraid of people pushing me away that I just push them away first. How thoughtless and immature of me. Yuri takes a deep breath and exhales. Exhale. I didn't mean for this to turn into a whole venting session, but I understand now that I just need to communicate with her. Ahaha, you're totally fine. It's for the club, remember? You're just helping make the club a better place for everyone. Yeah. Yuri falls silent again. She looks like she just wants to say something. This kind of critical thinking is something that I'm really bad at. About people. So, thank you. Anytime. Monica smiles at Yuri. For just a moment, Yuri finds it in herself to meet Monica's gaze, pretending a shy smile of her own. What about the Sayori? Yuri and Monica finish replacing the old flyers with the new ones. More accurately, Monica mostly did the work while Yuri followed along. But as the club room once again draws near, so does Yuri's confrontation. I can't do this. Yes, you can. It'll be great. Yuri sighs and shakes her head. I'm never going to feel confident again. I just have to do it. If I don't do it now, I never will. Yuri starts toward the door, but then turns to face Monica. You're not just going to wait outside, are you? Aha, I could take a walk. Want me to get you a coffee or something? Actually, I prefer tea. I like to make my own, though, so please don't worry about it. Although I suppose that's one downside of reading here in the club rather than at home. I don't get to drink tea while reading. So I guess that has something to do with this. That you mentioned it. I bet we could get permission to keep stuff for tea in the club room. You can use like an electric kettle to heat up water, right? Would that really be possible? I'll look into it. I think it'd be great. Yuri smiles and nods at the thought. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Good luck! Monica waves at Yuri, then turns around and departs down the hallway. Yuri's smile fades once more. A moment of daydreaming about tea isn't enough to save her from the anxiety of the test that lies before her. But it must be done. Taking one more deep breath, Yuri timidly opens the club room door. Yuri? Wait, hold on, I'm not done yet. Sayori shuffles a bunch of papers around. Yuri stammers, her words suddenly caught in her throat. At the moment, she realizes that Sayori has been spending her afternoon. I wasn't expecting you to come today. I was really hoping to make it all the way through the next chapter first, but I got most of the way through it. And look, Sayori holds up a sheet of paper. It's a page of notes, beautifully produced with indentations, categories, and even color coding. As Yuri sees it, her expression shifts from anxiety to despair. I was afraid you were getting disappointed in me, so I've been trying really hard. Stop. Yuri presses her fist against her forehead. Please stop. I can't take this. Yuri? Sayori's voice quivers in shock after having received the exact opposite response she was expecting. I'm sorry. Sayori looks away in guilt. Did I do something wrong? I don't understand, so if I did something wrong, please tell me. Yuri shakes her head. No, it's me. I keep putting myself in these situations where people are afraid to treat me normally. If you don't like this kind of reading, it's okay. Please just tell me. I don't need to be treated differently just because I'm weird. But I don't treat you differently. I just want my friends to be happy. So I thought that if we did something together that you really like, I don't want your pity. Damn. Why did I do that? Yuri sinks to her knees. Her voice squeaks. I'm sorry. Tears of guilt and self-loathing begin to stream down her face. This isn't how it's supposed to go. Why is it so hard just to articulate your thoughts? Why do you end up pushing everyone away from you? Yuri's mind pounds with internal accusations as she shuts her eyes, unable to face Sarah or the rest of the world. She should leave, just escape from here, before Monica sees her like this, and before Sayori tells Monica what she did. Before Yuri can put any strength into her legs, she feels a warm pair of arms gently wrap around her from behind. It's okay. Sayori whispers in the soothing voice. It's okay. It's okay. Overcome by despair, Yuri finds herself unable to protest or pull away from Sayori's kind gesture. Yuri sniffles, breathing heavily through her clenched throat, trying with all her willpower to control herself. I understand. I understand that the things you're feeling in your head are different from the things you're trying to say. I know that must be what you're feeling right now. I promise I understand that. So I'll give you as much time as you need. When you're ready, just tell me your feelings and we'll talk about them together, okay? Yuri sniffles and nods her head. She gives herself a minute to compose her thoughts, then speaks while steadying her voice. I think I've gotten so used to people being weirded out by me that it feels like anyone who's nice to me is just doing it out of pity. I'm so horrible with people, so it makes me not want to believe that someone can actually like me for who I am. Yuri pauses, but Sayuri doesn't interrupt. Rather, she awaits for Yuri to continue. I got so excited when I joined the literature club. I thought it was finally my chance to make friends through my interest, because my interests are the only things that I know how to talk about. It's all I have going for me. But then, whenever I catch myself getting overly obsessive in front of other people, it feels like I'm making a fool of myself. I hate myself for it. Ultimately, I just want to be treated like a normal person, but how am I supposed to expect that when I can't behave like one? I just want to learn how to get along with people and stop ruining things for myself. That's all. Yuri finishes the thoughts, feeling more steady after having gotten them out. Sayori, who can feel Yuri's breath rise and fall from beneath her arms, realizes that as well. Thank you for helping me understand you a little bit better. You know, you were so great at helping me while we were reading, so I'll help you with the things that you needed too. But I feel like it would just be frustrating for you, with how much patience I require sometimes. That sounds kind of familiar. I can stop worrying about that while we were reading. I was so afraid you would get frustrated with me. But I would never do that. I did my best to reassure you by mentioning how I have a lot of patience. Yeah, I know, but my irrational fears just won't be quiet sometimes. I'm sure it's the same for you, right? Yeah, irrational fears. Well, you know, there's no way you could frustrate me, because I already like you as the person that you are. I know you said you have a hard time believing that, but I promise that it's true. You don't have to be a social person for people to like you. I think you're really considerate in your own way, you know? Worrying so much about people's feelings. We're all kind of weird. It's a literature club. Ha ha ha. But it's the best part that we're all different and have different interests. Like about the book, I'm reading it because I want to. I promise that's what I really want. It's a bit of a struggle, but try not to mistake that for me not enjoying it. I mean, we could never discover new things if we didn't try them at first, right? I want to learn the reason that you love it so much. And in the end, if it's not for me, then I can say that. But I'll be glad that I tried it and learned more about you. Plus, you're like super duper smart, and I want that to rub off on me. Ahaha. Yuri fights back a smile at that comment. Already, the heavy atmosphere surrounding her seems to have evaporated the caress of Sayori's arms. Your hair is so pretty. I always wanted long hair, but I was awful at taking care of it, so I cut it all off. Yuri's tension relaxes. For once, she feels okay just listening, rather than worrying so much about saying the right thing. Sayori, sensing Yuri's comfort, lets her rest. It must be so difficult for her to get relaxed around other people. But if the Literature Club can make it happen, then it's something that she deserves to experience. Well then, based on my understanding of your feelings, I suppose I wouldn't mind if we were to continue reading. That's what I wanted to hear. We could stop at any time. If you truly don't like it, please be honest about it. I won't be offended. Of course, I'm not going to judge anything this early on, so we'll just see what happens. Oh, and it's not good to touch people without their consent at first. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Oh no, you didn't. I mean, I suppose it was kind of nice. I was just saying. I'm back! Monica's back! I haven't seen you, at all recently. Sayori trusts over to Monica. She whispers loudly. Can I hug you? Sure, Sayori. Sayori wraps her arms around Monica. Oh yeah, Yuri, it might be good to know. Sayori can be kind of a hug monster. Hey, don't call me a monster. Artemis is a monster. If he inherits the kingdom, it could spell disaster. Yuri laughs. Monica, perplexedly, looks between the two of them, then smiles. Well, I'm glad you've been enjoying your reading so far. Like our first real activity as the Literature Club. About that, well, you've been so patient with exploring my interest, I think that it would be inconsiderate of me not to return the favor to you, and learn the things that you like. Yes! Do you like poetry? Yuri smiles. Was there supposed to be speech there? I think there was supposed to be speech there, because, it says there's new music. I don't... Is that the new music? Let's read all these. Okay. Silly, awesome, yawny, optimistic, really fun. I can't think of an I word. Man, you know how it is. 1 hour, almost 2 hours. I'm thinking. I'll see how long the respect one is. I'll see how long that is, and if it's I'll see how long it is, and then I'll see if we need to do the next three next stream. Because if it's like kind of short, then I think we can do balance. My It's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, through the three club members so far, Monica, Sayori, Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all three of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. On a day like any other. Well, wait, through Sayori. Okay, wait. Didn't in the base game, Yuri has said that, like, she, through several years, has built up her writing style. Just a little confused, Daniel. Just a little confused, Daniel Salvato. On a day like any other, the three find themselves suddenly interrupted by the clubroom door opening. Oh, great. And in walks a girl none of them have ever seen before. Hi. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monica's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club still, so it's really exciting to see new faces. Yeah. Do you want to sit down anywhere? You can sit next to my desk. Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it. Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest for having drawn attention to her. Atsuki silently glances between everyone, then suddenly sits next to Sayori. Monica follows by sitting nearby. And suddenly, the sun gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay. Well, I'm Monica. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in a debate club, but I really want to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever other kind of literature. You know, I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. I have what vibe? Oh, you know, like, never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard. I'm sure you do, Sayori. Oh, no you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Sayori's deadpan voice carries across the room, and Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh, yeah? Very adult-like of you. I'm an adult. Hear that, lads? You couldn't see the camera, but there's no camera, but you can tell what I was doing. The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming fills up the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sarah lowers her voice. She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes fantasy book and tea, and I love her. Well, I guess it leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. Yeah, where exactly downtown? Like, what country? State? Province? Continent? My favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry! That was a total inside joke. Christian, if you're watching this in the future, hey! You can't tell. Christian, I did the thing. If you're watching in the future, you remember that thing during marching band where you did that thing with your gloves and it made you die for some reason? I did that. Let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough and Monica's probably vanilla. What the heck? I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's Yuri's favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Probably green tea. Ahaha. I'm just joking. Yeah, I have no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill here. Just like hang out, or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very structured yet, since we only have like 3 members. So we just kind of loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with like some more structured club activities. It's been a while by now since I started the club, so yeah. With that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into? Well, I guess I'm literature. I like manga. Manga? Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club room. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. After all, I've been doing all this, Yuri returns to the desk with a tray of teacups, which she sets down on the desk. After all of the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think like that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean simple like that. Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any kind of literature you're interested in? Any other kind of literature? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered the Jesus Christ, Monica! Oh my God, are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. Yeah, that's not a good idea considering pink hair, small figure, girl. It's full of. We know. We know. Come on, is that big of a deal? Manga is literature, right? I mean, I guess if you consider a little definition of literature, then technically, I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just like keep my manga and anything after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. It's fine, right? Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my gosh, thank you. You're the best. Why did I censor God? You're the best. I have most of it crammed in my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? That is a. Why did I censor God? And Suki stands up. Need some help? Nah, I got it. I don't want you to see my locker. Ah, it's got animated penises. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. I hope we never find out then. Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. Oh, I'm such a pushover. Hey, it's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean, she has like no actual interest in literature, you know? That's normally fine, but she said she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of obligation. Her tea is going to get cold. Yeah. Wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. Are you sure you just don't want to read her manga, Sayori? Hey, what do you think I am? Sir, I didn't mean that. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly, she said. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so... Does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around. I was just fishing for a compliment. I know. But still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, alright. But I really am going to start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the 3 of them hear a thump against the door. What was that? Sayori stands and walks over the door and then opens it. Thank you. Carrying 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. It's quite a collection. Sayori giggles in excitement while catching her breath. Natsuki replies, Is no one... Okay, yeah, no, okay. I'm used to some people chatting, so I was like, my live viewer broken. There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them. Monica anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. Seems like things are finally going to get more serious. At the next club meeting, Monica is the first to arrive, but ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. Why am I so nervous? Monica paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki said she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monica thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. Monica forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. Need help? No, I got it. Monica awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation but fails. Curious, she peeks in the closet when Natsuki's stashing all of her manga. Once Dole School supplies, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty there. Maybe we could keep it up there. I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient. Yeah, but Monica sighs. Teachers are going to ask what is all this manga doing in here, and I had to tell them through the literature club. So? Monica backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few days is being sucked right out of the room. Good afternoon. Sayori spins in the classroom. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yep, because I have this. Sayori brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic. I found some money and got a cookie. Oh, that's so pretty. As Sayori trots over to the closet, this color... No one was talking to you, Siri. The colorful shelves catch your eye. Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way. I saved up all my luck to find that money. If you want entry into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. Boo. Defeated, Sayori unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then, Yuri silently walks in the clubroom. Monica glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. But the club only having one more person somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now. So it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone's interest. Maybe we can give each person a day to share their kind of favorite literature with everyone else. Well, maybe. Something tells me that. Monica glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we can try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally. You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that. I got one. It's called Emergence Metamorphosis. I think we should all collect... My balls itch. Nothing unplugged. Nothing unplugged. Nothing has unplugged. What are you on about? I think we should all collectively try to expand our interest rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? Because you are. You know, as much as I've hated on Natsuki before, Monica's being kind of poo-poo, man. Natsuki, didn't you say that you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do? Well, yeah, but that doesn't make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but... Monika's voice trails off. Although she lets Natsuki join her club, Monica finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. If Natsuki doesn't respect the club, why should Monica have to yield to Natsuki's opinion on anything? Natsuki, are you sure you don't have any other literary interests that you can share with the club? I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but Natsuki cuts Monica off by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just gonna leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it. Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. Natsuki shoots Monica a quick glance before walking straight out of the room. Oh no. Sayori runs after her, leaving just Monica and Yuri. For the second time today, Monica slumps down into a desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monica looks at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest clip she could find just so that she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect him to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I'm not good at these things. Monica sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like it's not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, People should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's not a good fit for the club after all. Monica sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Ia looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does? How? Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh, well, great, I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration and I guess guilt. It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Why is this the hardest to be rational during the times you need it the most? I don't think you're being irrational. I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club. Your club. Something ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely indebted to you. Well, you're right, but I don't know. Isn't it kind of harsh to say things like it's ridiculous and has no place here? Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating in the club with it, so I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling our confrontations with Natsuki, our realization starts to set in. You're kind of a bitch! You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Well, maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. With a sigh, Monica walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monica starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monica has failed to consider before now. Where is the line even drawn at what's considered literature? Lost in thought, she reaches in one of those larger boxes and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monica opens the book. It's just bloodshed. Just literal bloodshed. It's just, they're all dead. Natsuki. Yeah, so these should be like, and last two, I'm guessing. Oh, it's between Natsuki and Monika. I'm enjoying these. This sucks. Why is Monica such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she can find any members. Monica's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe when she's not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? You know, I'm on Natsuki's side here. Why, man? Let people enjoy something. I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know, thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monica? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion of me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. But you don't have to do that. You can figure this out, please. I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and be happy, so I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. It's kind of dumb. I don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me, so just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monica. I promise. Natsuki says, I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into with people making snotty comments about it. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks, but the signs for the literature club so that you can be yourself or whatever. So I decided that it was at least worth a shot, but that was a lie apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monica? Because she was just being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. You're right, Natsuki. You're absolutely right. I was gonna point towards a camera, but there is no camera to point towards to. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, this is a lesson for you, everybody. Don't ever let someone judge you. Actually, no, wrong lesson. Scratch that. Rewind, baby. If someone judges you, you look them prompt in the face, and you say, "Fuck you." That's Jakub's advice for today. Where's the Wednesday? If she knew I was into writing, then she would just be like everyone else and try to push me away from the manga in favor of the more mature thing. The two of them remain silent for a while. Seira understands that's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room for today at least. But Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club, just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her wanting for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for. So, I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. It's lunchtime the next day. Cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most of their limited break time. Where could she be? Among them is Monica, who always eats lunch in her classroom, but she has some additional business today. Figuring that Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monica decided to try and find her during lunch so she could make amends. After searching for an extensive time, Monica finally spots her. Despite her short nature, Monica's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monica's afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends who Monica doesn't recognize at all, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless just to interrupt him. Oh yeah, did you end up joining that literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined, why wouldn't I? I told you she would join. Aha, come on, you know she only joined because you wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. I told you I never wanted to join that stupid club. Oh sure, well you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to grow past that trash. True. Well, congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up. Just let me do my thing. I'm just joking. You know we love you. Yeah, once the Literature Club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What, you're gonna buy her smutty fan fiction? Aha, well obviously. I want a signed copy. That was like years ago. You think I've grown out of it by now? I've told you, I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention, you wouldn't have done it without us. That gives us a pass to joke about it. Yeah, sure. They grow up so fast. Brings a tear to my eye. What bitches, dude. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monica's direction, prompting Monica to quickly turn away and distance herself. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. I'm hardly better than them after the way I treated her. I'm so awful, not doing anything right. The end. After school ends, Monica distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri inside already. Eyes on a book as usual. Monica picks a desk and slumps into it. Something she seems to be doing rather often lately. Yuri, I don't think I can be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the Literature Club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. And I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-realization skills to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. It's just, like, a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? Why? Yuri shrugs. It makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll just continue then. Yuri nods. Yeah. Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? It made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I saw her friends talking in the hallway during lunch. They were just so mean to her, telling her to grow up and stuff like that. That the literature club would help her grow out of manga. It just made me so mad. Like, just let her enjoy it. Makes her happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy really isn't my thing, so I was trying to dismiss it. But then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. Ah, what a bitch. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monica shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of the things I'm not comfortable with. It's so stupid. I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah. I'll get them back by making sure this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the ones that they want. Suddenly, Sayori busts through the door, making Monica and Yuri jump. With a rare, stern face, she marches over to Monica and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. Yeah, you tell him, Sayori. I can do that because I'm vice president. Yeah! Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcome. Literally the opposite of what the literature club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh, yay! I did it. Yeah, good job, Sayori. Thumbs up. Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So how do you want to make it up to her? I have a plan. Sayori, do you know Natsuki's coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monica was afraid of that, not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of the damage that she inadvertently caused. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from the conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's not it. That's not enough. Yeah, baby. Ooh, yeah, baby. That's what I've been waiting for. To truly respect someone's feelings after you hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging a club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to the club to come to the meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. You don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting with her hair, Yuri turns away to hide a smile. Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit, is that okay? Yeah, I'm just going to read with Yuri. Hey, just one of those Natsuki books? How come it's out here? Sayori picked up a manga that was resting on an adjacent desk. Oh, that Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monica's been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it's just someone else who was using this classroom then, okay? Monica smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she exits the classroom. I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get really awkward. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monica and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori's going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Well, she's Sayori. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monica sits and stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori munches inside. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here. Welcome back. Monica, the club president, stands up and greets him with a smile. Sayori picks up a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monica is struck with a nostalgic feeling. She would stand at the front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member would be, but each with their own struggles, own reasons for seeking the vision that Monica had admittedly so vaguely advertised, seeking trust, understanding, respect. What new lessons will the future hold for the literature club? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monica takes a deep breath and then returns to the present. Okay, everyone, literature club is starting. We have an activity plan for today. Monica turns around to face the chalkboard. On it, she writes, "Manga" in big letters. Today, we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga. Oh, come on. Isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monica shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it would be so easy to just smile and move on. That's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it, and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to share your passion with us. So, can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you so. Wait, that's not true. Monica planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. This is the Literature Club. The Literature Club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that. And if it's my goal to respect everyone for them, so I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that much, and as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki look away. It's really dumb, the stuff I'm into. Monica smiles. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. You say you're not dumb either. Aha, what the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. Kind of a pro. But I didn't want to tell you, I didn't want you to like me just for that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. 10. Week has passed since Natsuki's return to the literature club. Since then, the club activity has been in full swing. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to close, Monica approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why? Oh, there's just something I wanted to show you. You got a few minutes? Sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? The music room? Why? Well, you'll see. You know, I was thinking back, when the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Hold up. I've been sitting down for a long time. For quite a while now. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. Like things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just brought a bunch of manga and then got fussy when I did it my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would have never realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. They deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, I really shouldn't care about what people think in the first place. When you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can be really hard just to brush it off. And it makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monica listens, She recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I can only wish I was as strong as you, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like, always trying to come up as perfect for other people. Anytime there's like a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really start thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monica takes a deep breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. What? You? What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry, I think I just felt kind of embarrassed to admit it. I feel like I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you, of all people, were reading manga behind my back. So funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You were reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste. Just one volume. And I kind of just picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts. I think it was some kind of weird fate. Because the character isn't just in the literature club. She also plays piano. It's just weird. Because I always wanted to learn piano. She was like she was like the perfect person that I always wish I was. I just did what I wanted instead of always second guessing myself. Team. Oh, I need to close this. Monica walks over to the piano and sits down. I always felt like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself. The parts that will impress people or make them like me more. But after you joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. Yeah, I think the credit for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me. No, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put the thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day? Because, you just make me feel like if I want to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm not really any good at it yet, at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really, really hard on it. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. Check this one out. That's all. That was so good. Hold up. Just trying to see if I could. Here's any At first, I just looked to see if there was a Megalovania. Wait. Okay, no, there isn't. Then I started looking to see if there is anything that seemed familiar. Okay, anyways, it was. Yeah, are you kidding me? You're like already a pro. Aha, not even close. Does the song have a name? You said it was about the club, so yeah, it's called My Song, Your Note. Because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me, it should be about everyone. And if it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is, I would never change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I really hope this is picking up my mic. It doesn't. Thoughtful. Okay, it is. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. I wasn't exactly very patient when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things and I got frustrated from not getting my way in the club. Yeah, my eye is itching, so I guess we're all in the same boat. So yeah, I really didn't mean to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine. I passed it too. I'm glad we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Well, anyway, we're even as long as you let me keep my manga in the club. You did admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me. The club's all yours. I'll tell you what I want. I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nice in return. What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. But I don't think you'll be disappointed. It turns out it's actually a Glock 17. That club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Oh, I wonder why. I got new music. Piano? So you're saying there's alternative versions? How are we going back in time? How are we going back in time? Monday, December 9th, 2019. Tuesday, December 3rd, 2019. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, just... Why are we going back in time? Whatever. Finish. Respect. Baby. Monica. Baby. I want the Yuri one. I want the Yuri one. I'm going to get the Yuri one. Monica playing the piano. Anything else? Nope. What's my progress on the data? 87? There's there is no face. 87? Oh, 87? I want to do more. I accidentally pressed DDLC. We are not playing DDLC. We are in fact going to do balance.
Balance these nuts!
Natsuki. While Natsuki is messing with the orientation of her manga on the closet shelf, Shiori approaches from behind and pulls her into break. This music's very Christmassy. This is like something I would hear in a Christmas mod. What? Hi. Nature Club has been in full swing since Natsuki joined.
Oh, just wait till you get
Markiplier! Including her, the club is now comprised of 4 members: Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Each club member has received a day in the spotlight to share all their favorite kinds of literature with each other. Natsuki was first and shared a passion for manga. And Sayori shared her love for poetry, as well as how she goes about writing it herself. Monica, who has multiple literary interests, decided to focus on her day on short stories. And finally, Yuri managed to demonstrate her obsession. Hold up. I think I just heard thunder. Okay, well, my weather app shows it's not going to rain until tomorrow. But I'm hearing thunder. What? How did it even unplug? You're just messing with me now. You're busting my nuts. I didn't even read that. With a little help and encouragement from Sayori. After the week was spent on their presentations, Monica decided to give the club members the next week to really explore each other's literary interests. Alright. Sayori, having spent most of her time in the club so far, the year's fantasy books, is rather excited to begin her journey into Natsuki's manga collection. I want to read with you today. Tell me which one I should pick. Well, that depends on the kind of stuff you like. I mean, there's like romance, drama, comedy, mystery. I like all those things. Sayori reaches out and pulls a random book from the shelf and inspects the cover. Should this girl be wearing more clothes? You wouldn't like that one.
Oh, ha ha. Well, you know what they say.
I don't know what they say. In a panic, Natsuki snatches the book from Sayori's hand and replaces it on the shelf in a less conspicuous location. And you just keep okay. First of all, physical hentai. Physical dojo. Second, at school, Natsuki. Shame. Okay, well, if you really have no preference, let's just start with something that's easy to get into. A lot of these don't start to get really good until like a few volumes in, and I wouldn't ask someone to make that kind of commitment unless they're already really into manga. I can handle it. I did it with Yuri's books at least. Well, I'm more considerate than that. Although I'm kind of impressed by your attention span if you put that much effort into our books. No, I have the attention span of a donut. But I love my friends, and I can do anything if it's for them. Well, okay then. Let's pick you something that even donuts can read. I wouldn't say I was a donut, I just had the attention span of one. Oh, you were just trying to call me sweet, weren't you? No? How did you get to that conclusion? And don't call me that. You're so cute. Oh. A donut? Cute. Oh, how come? I just don't like it. I don't need a reason. Suki yanks a book from the shelf and closes the closet doors. Someone asks you to stop, and you just need to stop. People need to realize that. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to hurt you. Sorry, it wasn't you. Natsuki shakes her head while pulling a second chair over to her desk. I was talking about something else. I didn't really mean to get angry all of a sudden. Natsuki averts her gaze and mumbles. You're like a nice person, so I wasn't talking about you. I still learned a valuable lesson. Sayori speaks softly as well, feeling shy after receiving the unexpected compliment. Well, anyway, here's the book, so just start it whenever you feel like it. What's it about? Well, it's like a comedy. And there's romance, too. Sarah looked at the title. It's called Love is Another Word for Luck. Is it, though? I guess, in a way. It's about a girl who keeps accidentally running into the same guys. And then you find out, well, you should just read it. Well, I know what she means. Probably. But you have to tell me what you think. I can already guess who you're gonna ship yourself with. It'll be so funny if I'm right. Oh, Natsuki. Only fools ship themselves with fictional characters. I was gonna do a gag where I mute the game volume, and then I would look into the camera and I would zoom all into the camera and I'd be like, oh, because auga, but it's no camera. There's no camera. There's no camera. Ship? I don't get it. Never mind. Let's not worry about that yet. Just make sure you tell me what you think. Okay, that's thunder. That's thunder. That's thunder. I literally hear it. I'll start then. Hey, maybe tomorrow we can do poetry too. Oh, yeah, I guess. Don't you want to finish this first? Yeah, but we could do both. I mean, unless you don't like poetry, then it won't make you anything. No, it's just, well, never mind. We can worry about it tomorrow. After the club meeting ends, Natsuki and Yuri leave. Monica strikes up a conversation with Sayori. I see you got Natsuki to share some of her manga with you. I really want to become better friends with her. She's so enthusiastic and expressive. I can just listen to her talk. She's so... I'm not sure if she meant I can't say that to her, or if I just can't say that at all. Say what? Nothing. I am a woman of respect. Yes! That's how we do it in downtown. But Natsuki is a woman of cute... Oh, I said it. Aha, what's so bad about that? I don't know. But there's one thing I'm kind of worried about. Sometimes I'm afraid that Natsuki actually doesn't like me very much. Oh, it's ridiculous. How come you feel that way? Well, I mean, just little signs. Like how she only says hi to me after I say hi to her first. And it feels like she only gets excited to talk to me about manga and other stuff she likes. She just seems dismissive a lot. She was like that when I brought up poetry. Yeah, but that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's probably just shy, Maybe. Aha, my stupid head is making me worried for no reason. It likes to do that. It's okay. Try not to worry so much. Everything will be great. But you can always keep talking to me about any concerns that you have. I'm here to help. You're the best. Sayori gives Monica a quick hug. Well, I'm going to keep trying because I love her and I want to get close to her. You got this. After the next club meeting starts, Sayori... I know what this music reminds me of. Schlatt. Sayori is the last one in as usual, trotting into the room. This music sounds like the what's that one the one little tune from that one Legend of Zelda game, the one where it's like do 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 do. Trotting into the room, she sees Natsuki sitting alone by a closet, reading what must be manga. Without hesitation, Sayori puts up a chair and plops herself down right next to Natsuki. Hello there! Hello, everybody! It's not Markiplier. What you reading? Can I read it with you? Natsuki pulls the book away from Sayori. You can't just start in the middle. These are spoilers. Besides, what about the one I gave you yesterday? Sorry, I was just curious. Well, anyway, I've been waiting forever for this volume to come out, and it just came out yesterday, so... Oh, that's exciting. Well, I'll let you read it then. Can I sit next to you, though? Sure. Sayori plops down herself next to Sayori. Sayori plops herself down next to Sayori. Natsuki reads the sounds, save for the periodic flutter of a page being released from beneath her thumb. From Sayori's side, only the light tapping noises of a pen mean the paper can be heard. Time passes. Sayori's paper is filled with scribbles and the margins are lined with stick figures. Natsuki lets out a deep sigh and closes her book. Did you finish? No, but it's a good stopping point. My head is swimming. I need a break. Natsuki stretches her arms. Aren't you bored? No, I was writing. Oh, I saw all the stick figures and thought you were just bored. I just draw those when I'm thinking or waiting for inspiration. I made friends with them all. This one is sad because she thinks the night sky is pretty, but she can't look up at the stars in public without everyone thinking she's a weirdo. This one, his problem is his back, but the doctors can't figure out what's wrong with him. Lord knows that's true. Aha, what the heck? You're the weirdo. Want to read the poem I'm working on? Sure, I guess. Sayori slides the paper over to Natsuki. Natsuki reads the poem. She furrows her eyebrows. He slides the paper over back to Sayori. Don't you ever feel weird just sharing all your thoughts and feelings like that? I mean, your poems are like really emotional. Is that bad? Oh no, it's just an observation. I think people can get closer to each other if they find ways of expressing their feelings. Well, Natsuki's beginning to protest, but she can't find a good way of putting her thoughts into words. Doesn't that depend more on the kind of friends you have? Like, I don't know. To each their own, but I have never met anyone I feel comfortable sharing my poems with. Not that it's you, it's just how I am. So, you write poems? You never told me that. I just thought you wrote other stuff. Yeah, that too, but you should. I mean, would you ever want to share? Like I said, I don't do that. But, can we talk about something else? I'm sorry. It's not your fault, it just makes me uncomfortable. I can't help it. Still, I'm sorry. It's fine. Well, let's move on to something that makes us both happy. I should continue the book you gave me, since I didn't get very far. Sure. Alright. I'm approaching Natsuki with unwavering enthusiasm. It's Natsuki! Natsuki! Alright, Natsuki. At the end of the club meeting, Monika, who has become rather invested in Sayori's friendship mission, starts an innocuous conversation with Natsuki while she packs up. It's cool that you've been spending time with Sayori. She was pretty excited for the chance to read manga with you. Yeah. I'm sure you've been enjoying the chance chair too, right? Yeah, mostly. Natsuki glances over his shoulder but doesn't reply further. What's on your mind? Nothing. I don't talk about people behind their backs. Oh. Natsuki falls silent, but she just fidgets to getting back to what she was doing. It's different from talking about someone behind their back. I guess. I just hate when people talk about me behind my back. So I'm better than Monika shares a bright smile. You're really considerate. Thanks, I guess, but it doesn't feel like it. You can trust me. Natsuki stands in silence for a moment, still fidgeting. I just feel smothered sometimes. I'm not used to someone being like all over at me right after we've met. I mean, it's fun to hang out with her, but I just have no control over the pace. I can't just meet someone and instantly become best friends with them. I want to chill out sometimes. Well, I didn't realize that was happening. It's fine. Why would you have? I know. I just feel bad about it. I know Sayori, so I should have realized. Monika navigates through her tinge of guilt, which have surfaced mainly due to her being the only one who previously encouraged Sayori's behavior. What are you unplugged? Nothing has unplugged. Nothing has unplugged. Despite not knowing the situation, Monika can't help but feel responsible. You want to help me talk to her about it? No, I wouldn't like that. Well, I could not. Like the writer in another club, divert. I could like divert. I could divert. What is happening to me? My reading ability gone. No, no way. That would be so underhanded and mean. Sorry, I didn't think that one through. Besides, just because I complained about it doesn't mean I'm asking for someone to solve my problems for me. True. I'm sorry. I guess I just instinctively want to try to solve problems, even though I haven't been invited to. It's fine. I wouldn't want to talk to Sayori about it, but it would make things really weird between us. I feel like it would just make her just constantly be afraid she'd bother you. Well, my hair is all in my face. I think if you do a good job expressing all your feelings, she would totally understand. Sayori really wants to be the best she can be for other friends, people. I think she would actually be happy that you want to improve your friendship with her. Maybe. Oh, you just feel so dumb. Talking to someone about how to be friends with them, it's just weird, not cool. Monika shrugs. It's literature class. Or is it perhaps the Cluster Club? Eh, 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 eh. Hey! Aha, sorry, that just tickled me for some reason. Look, I know that you're kind of in a tough spot, and it's hard for you to freely express yourself. But you really demonstrated to me that you're great at self-reflection and critical thinking, even if it doesn't feel like that to you. I think that's the most important part. Well, Natsuki instinctively starts to reject the compliment, but she can't find any excuse to do so. Thanks. Natsuki gathers her things, then she finishes her thoughts in a mumble. And I'm still glad I joined the club, even if it's weird sometimes. Monika smiles, but Natsuki turns her back and walks away before waiting for a reply. It was an unusual way for Natsuki to express her appreciation, but Monika knew what she meant. It made Monika feel like everything was really was going to be okay. You know what's going to be okay? My nuts. My nuts and balls. Penis. It's not 87 anymore. God, that was only one part. Oh. Almost 3 hours. That's literally the length of Endgame. If you've watched this whole stream, congratulations, you just sat through one Endgame. It's lunchtime. Sari usually buys her lunches, making her way to the cafeteria like any other day. A clamor and bustle momentarily interrupted by the glimpse of a familiar pink-haired girl. Hey, it's Natsuki! I never run into other club members around the school! Natsuki! Sari stands on her tiptoes and waves. Natsuki, who is busy walking and chatting with her friends, doesn't notice Sari at first. As she glances over in Sari's direction, Sari waves enthusiastically. Following her friends, Natsuki quickly ducks around the corner. Hey, she definitely saw me. Monika is the first to arrive to the club meeting. Then Natsuki. Sorry, have a glass around the... Hold up. Isn't able to work. Natsuki's been so distant with me. I was so stupid to think that she ever wanted to be friends. She only got excited because she got to get a share her manga, but aside from that, she doesn't even like me. I should just go home today. Sorry, but are you planning on going inside? No. Why? I'm sulking. Oh. Well, I'm sorry for bothering you, excuse me. No, don't leave me. Oh, no, I'll stay here then. I don't want to go in. I'm afraid of bothering Natsuki. I saw her at lunch today, so I waved and called out to her, but instead of saying hi, she just ran away from me. Really? Not bad. Hey! Sorry, I'm sorry, that was a joke. It sounded like something stupid that I would do from anxiety. From anxiety? Well, I just don't like attention being drawn to myself. Oh, well, that makes sense based on the person you are, but Natsuki isn't shy like that at all. I thought we were friends, but it feels like every day she's trying to distance herself more instead of get closer. Makes me feel like she was always spending time with me during the club because, well, I feel like I'm missing a lot of... That was a lot of saliva I just produced. I feel like I'm missing a lot of context here. Was she in the middle of anything when you approached her? No, she was just walking with her friends. With her friends. Let me pause for a moment. How do I put this? Sari, you're very fond of your friends, right? You always want to be spending time with them. Of course, I don't think there's anything more important to me. I mean, the best parts of my day are always with my friends. Besides that, I really hate being alone, so... You hate being alone? Sari nods. We're very different people. I cherish my time alone. I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I think, well, if I was trying to have alone time, and it was being threatened with an interruption, then it just would not make me very happy. Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with Natsuki. She was already with her friends, not trying to be alone or anything. No, and I think it's similar. Well, we're all friends in the club, but we have our own lives outside of the club as well. If you think about it, making new friends isn't some casual occurrence that happens on a daily basis. A friendship is an invitation to intertwine your lives together. There are friends. I need to drink water. There are friends who just like to have fun with each other, have fun together, and others who talk every day and share every detail of their lives with each other. I think when establishing a friendship, it's important to consider the comfort level of the other person. I mean, we don't really know much about Aletsugi's life inside of the club. It could be that she simply needs to make friends at her own pace rather than jump headfirst into a new commitment. But that means I really was bothering her. I just really wanted to be good friends with her, so I treated her like one. Was I actually hurting her? I don't know. I'm sorry. My insight was really only based on what I understand about my own needs. And Natsuki and I are completely different. So, why was I so selfish? Even if all that is true, then it still means I hurt her. I think I messed up. With you, I think I was really careful to understand your needs when I was becoming friends with you. But I wasn't really careful at all with Natsuki because she remained really social. I just took control of everything instead of looking for the right balance. Now I hurt her and she doesn't want to talk to me. How could I let myself do this? Sorry. I think that... Well, there was that one time you told me something about the way I saw things in my head being different from reality. It's easy to automatically jump to the worst case scenario, but I think it's more likely that Sugi doesn't harbor any ill feelings towards you. So, I think if we were to be realistically consider the situation, how it would cause someone to feel, I'm better at this, I'm sorry. You're a lot better than me at things like this. You're a lot better than me at things like this, like comforting and reassuring people. Sayori gives Yuri a gentle hug. You're the best, Yuri. I'm sorry for burdening you with this. You're trying so hard for me. You're such a sweetheart. It's not a burden. I enjoy listening to others, and my friends is her happiness. Sayori beams. Well, I think I'm gonna give Natsuki some space. She should do what she wants. And if she just still want to be friends, then I'll learn her needs. Then I'll match her boundaries. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's best. I wish I didn't feel so awful and guilty. It makes me feel desperate, like I need to make it up to her by trying to make her happy. But that's not what I still need to grow. I really want to grow as a person. What time is it? 4:45. If it's better to be one of my friends, better for me. That's very mature, you Sayori. I'm mature. Sayori hops and down on her toes. So, does that mean you'll be going home after all? Sayori shakes her head. I need to be here so I show that I respect her space. I'll spend the day. I'll just spend the club by myself today. I'll just spend the club by my... Okay, I read that right. It just felt like I was having a stroke. You're not understanding. You can go in first. Okay. You're blocking the door. Oh, Sayori steps aside. By the way, before Yuri enters the classroom, Sayori interjects. You know that you and Natsuki are completely different, but I don't really think that's true. I think you're actually really similar in a lot of ways. Yuri smiles and shakes her head. Sayori, that's absurd. You're very silly sometimes. Yuri turns and enters the clubroom. After a moment, Sayori follows. Follow these nuts. Like my balls. The clubroom is quiet. And Sayori walks in. Natsuki glances in her direction. Sayori smiles and gives Natsuki a wave before sitting down across the room. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Sayori decides it's best to continue the manga that she's reading, so she pulls it out. However, it looks like Natsuki isn't reading today. He has a sheet of paper in front of her and is tapping a pen against her desk, staring at it. Ooh, writing today? Monika speaks in a quiet voice, unwilling to disturb the peace of the clubroom. She kneels down at Natsuki's desk. Hey, Natsuki pulls the sheet closer to her and covers it with her arm. Sorry, I didn't mean to peek. Whatever. I just wanted to see how everybody's doing today. It's fine. Natsuki replies dismissively. She glances over at Sayori, who is focused on her manga. Monika. I think she's mad at me. How come? I'm busy right now. Ask me later. Monika falls silent. Natsuki looks back down at the paper. As she inches her hand away from the top margin, allowing Monika to see. It says, "To Sayori." Understanding, Monica smiles. She places a hand on Natsuki's shoulder and whispers softly, "I'm proud of you." Natsuki looks away but makes no motion to remove Monica's hand. Monica gives Natsuki a shoulder quick squeeze before standing back up and pulling away. The end of the club meeting passes. Yuri has already departed, so has Monica after checking on Sayori and Natsuki to ensure they wouldn't stay too late. Sayori was determined to finish her manga volume before heading out since the end was approaching. However, with Natsuki also staying late for none of the ladies in there, and silent tension hangs in the air. After finishing the volume, Sayori brings it to the closet to put it away. She slides it back onto the shelf. Head back out in order to return it to its proper location. Sorry, I didn't know where we were supposed to go. It's fine. The two fall silent again, avoiding eye contact. They both look like they're about to say something, but neither can break the silence. A moment passes. Well, I'll be on my way. See you tomorrow. Sayori turns away to hide her pained expression, then walks away from the closet. If there was any proof that Natsuki no longer wanted to be friends, this was it. Defeated, Sayori carries herself out of the clubroom. Once in the hallway, Sayori takes a deep breath and hits her palms against her cheeks to clear her head a little. Suddenly Natsuki's simmering voice calls from behind. "Natsuki?" Startled, Sayori turns back to face Natsuki. It wasn't a sentence. Continues with a shaking voice. I wish I could press right click to view. I have a lot of things to say. Me too, but you go first. Natsuki bites her lip and can't stay still. Well, first of all, she cuts herself short, struggling to continue. Trying to force the words out, she stamps her foot. She stamps or stomps? Stamps her foot and hops up and down a little. I'm sorry for the little thing I did at lunch. And I'm sorry for just kind of being mean lately. It's really hard for me to I'm not good with things that make me uncomfortable. Especially when it comes to like feelings and stuff. So, face burning. Natsuki! I am so tired. Instead of continuing, she simply holds up a sheet of paper for Sayori to take. The best place in the world. I love my bedroom. It's full of bright colors and soft things. The sunlight shines in and makes everything sparkle. It's the best place in the world. It has all my treasures, all my books, my collections, my memories. All my dreams are born in this room. It's the best place in the world. It's my secrets, my failures, my fears, my feelings. Sometimes it feels so fragile that the door will break at the slightest touch. But it's still the best place in the world. But when someone knocks, I get scared. I brace my arms against the loose hinges. Please don't break. Don't come in. I'm not ready. It's my best place in the world. The knocking won't stop. I block the door with furniture. An eye peeks through the keyhole and I panic. I'm trapped in the best place in the world. I'm not ready to share my favorite place. I need to clean my secrets and make my bed to hide my nightmares. I need to touch them to put them away, see them again. I have so much to do and I'm scared. I'm not ready. But it's still my favorite place. I still want to share it, however long it takes. If you wait patiently, I'll eventually open the door and I'll show you the best place in the world. It's a poem. But I sucked it up so I could work things out with you. So just be happy about it. Please? Sayori smiles deeply from the bottom of her heart. I'm happier than I could express. I feel so awful, but I'm so happy that you would do this for me. I actually realized before the club meeting that I made a mistake. I got so caught up in the chance to get close to you that I almost forgot to think about what you wanted. And that we probably have different ways we'd like to make friends. About the friendship stuff. It's okay. I understand, so you don't have to force yourself to talk about it. Your poem did a good job, so don't force yourself if you're not ready yet, okay? Natsuki nods. You don't have to feel like you did anything wrong. It was my fault, and I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at you today or anything like that. I actually felt really guilty and wanted to give you space. I was thinking it's silly that I just approach you all the time, and that I should just let you approach me when you want to. Just whenever makes you comfortable. I'll expect that from now on. Friendship should always start with those things, with the right balance. Atsuki nods again. One thing about that. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't want to have to approach you all the time either. So I want to be balanced. You said. Sorry, nods. I understand. We'll make sure that together then. Well, anyway, now that two have found common ground and Tsuki finds it easier to speak more freely again, I'm not gonna be like sharing my poem all the time now or anything like that. But I guess it wouldn't hurt to do it once in a while. Only the best ones. About that. So you better not like them because other way I might change my mind. I like anything you do, Natsuki. I was just saying. More importantly, I had to tell you about my new. Oh, from the manga. Oh. Well, I need to guess who it is. You definitely won't be able to guess. Well, you know, he played this new indie horror game that you guys suggested en masse. And he saw that Emimash played it and he said it was really, really good. And he was very eager to see what is up. Oh my god, we have so much to talk about. Darn, I should have told you to say the last two chapters so I could see your reaction to the big reveal. Oh, you wanted to enjoy it with me. That's so cute. Oh, shush. Teen. Why am I getting emails from the past? 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 Why did the email start on December 9th? And now the most recent one I'm getting is December 2nd. Why? Why? Balance. So this is understanding. This is respect. And this was respect too. What? I got two? Okay, let's understand balance. Natsuki. Oh, I named my pen Expression Express. I don't want to set that much. Choo choo. What? 91? Oh my god, it's gonna be at literally 99. It's lit. Oh my, no, no, it's literally gonna be at 99. And all because I can't get the last secret poem. All because I can't get the last secret poem. It's amazing how I opened the game like 700 times and I got this before I got the last secret poem. I'm so angry. I'm literally angry. I'm literally so angry. You do not understand how angry I am. Well, the point is, stream's over. I was not just playing that for 1 hour. Do not lie to me, Steam. If that even is your real name. Yeah, that's the end of the... That's the end. I'm going to try to stream this tomorrow. If I don't decide to, I just keel over and die. Like I did with the rest. My point is, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Probably. We're gonna finish the side stories. I also have some videos planned for this channel. But we'll see if I even get around to, first of all, recording them, and then second of all, finding the motivation to edit them. I'll see y'all tomorrow. See ya.